What is up, beautiful people? It's me, Tara J, back again with another video. Back again with another video. I am once again back again with another video. As you can see, this is teacher tip 4. Okay, I am on the road. I'm so proud of myself. Like, are you proud of me? Are you proud of me? If you are proud of me, go ahead and subscribe to my channel right now and hit the bell right next to the subscribe button so you know every time I post a video, okay? Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up because why not? I'm here to love the child first and educate second and to help you be the best teacher you could possibly be, okay? New, old, veteran, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Everybody's here to learn. We're supposed to be learning every day anyways. No matter if we are educators, we are learning every day from something or someone, no matter the age, no matter the color, no matter the look, okay? So let's jump right into it. So with that being said, teacher tip 4 is creating a positive, engaging classroom culture. How do you do that? How do you do that? All right, guys, so how do you create a classroom culture that is positive, engaging, and just exciting? In the beginning of the school year, the first thing you're gonna jump into is decorating your classroom. Don't be that teacher that just has the walls blank, you have anchor charts up, you have those must-haves on your walls. Like, don't be that teacher, don't. One year, my favorite year that I did was I decorated my classroom in the Emoji Movie. Everything was Emoji Movie. I used the skills that I already have to create some excitement in the classroom to, not show me, but to show just, I'm passionate about you, so I want you to be passionate about your education. So here's a few pictures on what my classroom was once like in the 4th grade classroom. That was probably a really exciting school year. That was probably the year that I probably learned the most about teaching in my entire life. I connected with so many students, so many parents. Just the vibe that year was just amazing. And I just wish that every year following was like that year. It was just the connections that I was able to build, so much that I've learned. It was just amazing. I can just say, as the teacher in the classroom, that's what I'm talking about specifically. That was amazing. Or boring, or are you one of those women or female teachers that are girly and colorful in some possible way like this? Let's not always go for the colorful type of thing because we tend to forget those boys in the classroom that don't want to be in the classroom for the pink. So yeah, it's a thing. So it might not be a huge thing to you because you're thinking, oh, colors are colors and I'm just decorating my classroom, but you don't realize that you're decorating your classroom when it ties to your favorite color to you and what you're comfortable with. If that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, I could definitely dive into another video on why or what you should focus on when it comes to decorating your classroom. I did that. The second year, I moved to a new school and I was a new teacher. And I decorated the classroom in a safari. I had like a safari theme. I don't have pictures because I've broken my phone maybe like 16 times since then. But some pictures I was able to save, like my Emoji Movie classroom decorations or decor. Like, moving on from decorating your classroom, let's tie into peer-to-peer relationships and just them engaging with one another, not just you. When I say teacher peer-to-peer relationships, I mean, I have a text. Okay. When I say peer-to-peer relationships, I mean, let the students engage with one another. Don't put those besties that was just in the previous class together again in a small group. Let's group some people that maybe they've been to the school all couple of years with the new students. Don't group the new students together, or don't force the new students to group together, because that's not going to help them engage with one another, or it's not going to help them feel comfortable in your classroom, because majority of the students already know each other. They played over the summer, they went to summer camp, they was in the previous class together. So focusing on those students, let's group them with older students that maybe already know each other. That's a great use to do, just to get them engaging and getting to know each other. Of course, the kids are gonna come off shy because, of course, I'm the new kid. I don't know anybody. We all know that feeling. We still feel that feeling as an adult, to be honest. So let's tackle that, group them together, and just maybe create different projects. Of course, we're still focusing on the beginning of the school year, so the amount of icebreakers that you can come up with on Etsy, Pinterest, YouTube, it really does Google itself. I mean, you can download an AI robot and you can talk to them and they can tell you different examples on what to do in your classroom. It's so many things you can utilize that you don't have to be a boring mom teacher, like dead ass. But you group them all together, maybe do a whole group of activity where they're up and moving out of their seats. Maybe they have to move their body movements. I did one thing that was cool during my science lesson where we were learning about bones, and I literally had a game where if you were going faster and faster and faster and faster, you know, pointing out the different parts of our bones or our body is and things like that. So if you get it wrong, you have to sit down. The kids loved that, and guess what they did every time they came back to my class? Are we learning about bones today? Are we going to do the bone game? I think I've studied really hard for that bone, on those bones and that skeleton. Oh my God, Miss Moore, Miss Tyra, I know all of my skeleton bones, yada, 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 just based on that one game that I came in the classroom with. That's one great example. Another thing that I did, that was more of 5th grade when I did that one with the skeleton bones. I tried it in the 4th grade, but they were a little bit off, but they also loved it too. Another thing I did with the skeleton bones in the 2nd grade is I created a cutout. I brought in some cutouts where they had to put the bones together based on the picture, like a puzzle. So they absolutely love that as well. So just anything that's engaging, where they're out of their seats, they're moving, just something that they can up and do and actively laugh at each other together and learn at the same time. I recommend you definitely crack jokes. Always do random. I'm not gonna say be random like me because I'm way too random at times, but do random things. Like one time I started the year off with maybe a month into the year I incorporated my incentive drawer, or maybe a month in I incorporated my jokes, or fun Fridays or things like that. I introduced the Friday, my first fun Friday at the beginning of the school year, maybe a month in. The kids absolutely loved it. That entire week they behaved like perfectly, because they didn't know what a Fun Friday was or what it came with when it came to, whoa, is this really every single Friday we're gonna have a Fun Friday? And I'm like, oh, absolutely, because why not? I personally believe that school should be Monday through Thursday and weekends should be Friday through Saturday, because we're already just doing so much in the classroom and then by the time we get home, we're drained. By the time they get home, they're drained. By the time mom and dad get home, they're drained. So at what point of the time are they actually able to be themselves and be kids? Saturday and Sunday, most of the time, some people go to church. Sometimes you got active activities, extracurricular you got to be involved in. When do you get to sit up and just say, hey, I'm 10. You get what I'm saying? I ain't want to do 10-year-old shit, stuff like that. So, and you're supposed to do that in those 2 days, 48 hours, while you're doing all these other things Monday through Friday. I don't personally think it's fair, but who am I to judge, okay? Some kids need Monday through Friday. Some people are with that. Some parents are with that. I'm not anti-school on Monday through Friday. I'm just pro Monday through Thursday, if you feel what I mean. You can still educate and get that much off if you do the job passionately in the correct way, while considering that other day didn't really matter, you didn't lose it, if that makes sense. Like I said, creating your classroom culture. First off, what does a classroom look like? The decorations, are you blah? Do you have your windows and your blinds closed every day? Can we get some sunshine going? Are all your lights, they have to be on at all times? Maybe sometimes the backlights in the room can be off. Who knows? But let's figure out a way to make yourself comfortable and them comfortable as well. So create what the environment looks like in your classroom. Not the speech, not the relationships, not the engagement, but what it looks like when you first enter your classroom. How do you feel? How does someone feel when they first walk into your classroom? That's what I mean by creating the classroom culture. The second thing is the culture is engagement. Peer-to-peer engagement. They need to be interacting with each other from the start, not just you interacting with them one-on-one or as a whole class or small group, but each other. They need to be able to learn and feed off each other, because within the school year, we're going to have so many groups and so many collaborations that need to happen. They need to help each other. They need to be able to do that. So why not jump ahead and start with the icebreakers and have them jump ahead and getting to know each other? You never know. Little Cameron and little Timmy might end up being best friends, but they are completely different kids. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. But anyway, another thing to create a classroom culture is something that I did in my I posted this at the end of my last video. Is something that's good for the whole entire room. The color chart. You know, one is outstanding behavior, ready to learn, parent contact, things like that. Their emotions tend to fluctuate with the colors as their name tend to move. So of course, as their emotions fluctuate, their behavior tends to fluctuate too. In most cases, it will positively change for them, because who wants to get be put on blast in a full, it's not like you're being put on blast, but it's everybody can see that your name is on red. You know, that's kind of a sucky feeling. So that was one of the things that I did and incorporated in my classroom. I also gave classroom jobs. That moving the clips on the colors was actually a classroom job. Here's if I have a picture, I swear it will be here. But yeah, I did classroom jobs in pretty much every single classroom that I've ever been in, and the engagement, that actively participating in the classroom jobs that the students do is amazing. I even do job applications. I even do like pick your top 3 jobs you would like to do and tell me why, like why you would be a good fit. That ties into writing, that ties into comprehension and goals and dreams for the future, you know, stuff like that. It's so many things to dive into educating and getting the young mind to working, that you don't necessarily have to sit at the desk or lecture for 3 hours to activate that. So yeah, that's another thing that you can do. Classroom jobs, the behavior chart. You can do, like I said, the culture. Go back to your expectations and your rules. Create some anchor charts with the kids. What the classroom looks like, and all of that stuff. Peer-to-peer engagement, one-on-one engagement. Dive into the questionnaires of who are you, what's your name, how old are you, do you have a boyfriend? All of those questions they want to know. They want to know. Allow them to crack jokes on you as well. My favorite joke that I've ever had was that I look like a tomato when I started laughing. The kids cracked me up so hard, my face would turn red. And of course, I have a roundish face like a tomato, so they thought that was just hilarious. Yeah, at first I was like, excuse you, but the darndest things kids say. So after a while, I used to be hilarious, and I still remember it to this day because of that. So yeah, as you know it, I'm Tyra J. This video is 15 minutes and I can't even believe it. I am so sorry if you watched this video all the way to the end. I love you so much. You are the shiznit, okay? But if you didn't, it's cool. I love you still. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell right next to it so you know every time I post a video. Give this video a big thumbs up if you absolutely loved it or love me, because I absolutely love you. As you know it, as always, I'm here to love the child first and educate second. Peace.